Hi guys, it's your girl Alicia Joya. I haven't quite left for work yet, but I have some good news. If you haven't already been able to tell from the title, my son is coming back home tomorrow. His friend's family um, can't take him in, per se. So he's gonna come back, and he and I have a lot of things to sort out. Apparently, he thinks that I kicked him out when I did not. I don't ever recall ever having a conversation like that. Why would I kick my son out when he's got epilepsy? No, no. Uh-uh. No, no. Anyway, so my son is coming back home tomorrow. So I work from midnight to 8:30 and it's almost 11, almost time for me to leave. And I'm going to be singing while I'm working, while I'm cleaning and all that fun crap. Um, so they're going to bring him back around 10 o'clock in the morning. And the only problem with this is that he has to be re-quarantined all over again. I worked hard to get him quarantined. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm happy. But the problem is that I have to re-quarantine him back again. And another month or two. So he just undid all his quarantining from the COVID. And since he and I both had COVID before it was a pandemic, I'm like, so I talked to his friend's father, and my son did have a seizure, and I found out that his wife is not a nurse, but he works in a prison, and so he's equipped to know how to do CPR and how to handle seizures and medical conditions and stuff like that, in case an inmate has a medical problem. So these people are complete angels to take my son in. They didn't even have to. They could just like let him stay out there to get robbed and get cold and have another seizure. But no, these people like took my son in, even though he's 21. So I am so grateful and I thank them so much. Because that gave me peace of mind yesterday to be able to sleep. I think yesterday slash tonight, today, I guess, was the first time I actually slept pretty solid without having to drink so much alcohol to sleep. I literally fell asleep watching YouTube at the table. My mom's like, Alicia, Alicia, you're falling asleep. So I'm just very excited for him to come back. But we do have a lot of things to sort out. Okay, he still is under the impression. We didn't even have that conversation at all. So I don't know where he's getting that from. And I would never kick him out, especially as a person who has epilepsy, unless he had another set of four walls to go back to. But, if he wanted to leave, I want to make sure he actually had a place that is safe for him to go to. Um, However, as you guys know, what ended up happening. Also, oh goodness, when he comes back and he starts posting on his channel or he starts being on my channel, don't shame him. Um, don't look down on him or bad on him. Um, we all make mistakes, you know. We all do stupid things. Um, Also, you have to understand someone who has epilepsy, sometimes they're not really all right in the mind because they're on medication that messes with their mind. You get what I'm saying? Um, he's got epilepsy, so he takes his anti-seizure medication, so that makes him depressed sometimes. That messes with his psychological mentality, and with him not being able to eat properly and have proper hydration like he's used to having with me, Of course he's going to drop and have a seizure. Of course he's going to have mental issues. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I'm talking about, because I want to I don't want to shame him. I just want to make sure that the dialogue stays open. That's the worst thing you can do to somebody is shame them or make them feel bad about themselves or make them feel worse about a situation. I'm in the process of building people up, not tearing them down. And there's more power in building somebody up because you enable them to do better than you. And um, but if you tear somebody down, you're just breaking people down to your level. Yeah. So my son's coming back home tomorrow, and his friend's family are bringing him back to me. They're actually driving all the way over here at our hotel, 16 miles. That's how far he walked. And my son actually admitted he actually left at 1 o'clock in the morning, about 2 hours after I left for work. And he's under all these misunderstandings that never really happened. He put his stuff in his own mind. And I kind of blame his anti seizure medication for doing that because it makes him depressed, especially when he doesn't take his vitamins to go along with it. Because his vitamins, I mean, his anti seizure medication rob him of B6 and they also rob him of iron. So, yeah, he did. Yep, he did. He just left his grandmother alone in the middle of the night to worry about him. And in fact, she was actually crying when I came in. And I don't see my mom cry very often. I was like, where's Sarah? Did he go for a walk around the building? End up finding out no. But his medication does rob him of B6, iron, and potassium. And I think even vitamin K. Um, so, um, I give him his medication and stuff like that. So I give him his vitamins to go along with it. And there's specialty ones, specialty for men, but they have extra this and that. Mm-hmm. Um, Our lady. Hope you find a real home soon. Thank you very much. Yeah, but right now, this is where I got to live for now. I have four walls. I have a job. I'm just gonna shut up and be grateful for what I've got. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, poor lady. Yeah, my mom was very upset when I came in and he wasn't here. Aw, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I know you would, but I don't live in your state. um, did it would be easy because my job I can transfer almost anywhere because I mean we're all over the place. Um, my my mom was crying whenever I thought something really bad had happened, and I was right. But when I came in, there was no Saya. Saya was I thought Saya was walking around the building, and my mom's like, "No, he's been gone since early this morning." I was like, "What?" So I called him and I texted him. You know. Thank you. Move here. That'd be too tempting. But you guys get snow and blizzards, and I don't know what cold is. California. I don't know what cold is. I don't know what the hell weather is, or even what a season is, besides summer and rainy. um, but I'm just like relieved that my son's coming home. He's safe and sound. I'm glad he's not dead. I'm not finding him in a morgue with a tag around his toe, calling him John Doe. Because I called a whole bunch of hospitals in the last few days, and they didn't have no one of my son's description or even name, or even age. And um, and then I had finally got wised up, and I called missing persons, and that's how we found him. And he, contacted me back, and you know, here we are, you know. But again, if you see my son in my streams or even on his channel, because he does have his own channel, please do not go and shame him or bully him, because he's a very sensitive person. His medication makes him extremely sensitive, and it like makes him think things that are not there. Like he thought that I kicked him out when there was no conversation about that. I mean, I will admit when I do things. I will admit if I said something really screwed up. I will admit it, but I mean, I really did not. Uh, I did not kick him out. Uh, Brina says, "How did the cops find him?" Well, the cops gave me a number. Hold on, they asked me a whole bunch of questions like, how old is he, his birth date, his height, his eye color, when did I last see him, blah blah blah. And I actually called the actual cops in that general area where I thought he's at, and my instincts were right. I have a case number, which is now no longer because we found him. Okay. Um, and I gave the cop my son's phone number, a general like location, ETA location where he could be at. Um, yeah. So the cop called him on the phone, and because he's over the age of 18, he can say, "No, I don't want to talk to my mom. I want to be homeless." Because that's his right. According to the cop, that's his right to be homeless, even if he is epileptic. It's his right. He's over the age of 18 to make his own decisions. So, but I'm grateful that my son, yes, said yes. I contact my mom, let her know, and call me. So that opened up our dialogue. And like I said, the medicine makes him weird sometimes and makes him like imagine things that I've said when I did not. Or it makes him think things that were never even there. And it's pretty freaking scary. So when we talk to his doctor, we're going to talk about that. And I mean, I'm literally going to have to talk to his doctor, you know? Yeah, I mean, my son and I were pretty much good friends. You know what I mean? In the end, I'm not only a single mother, but I'm also a father and I'm also a friend. So, I have to make a balance of all that. And it has not been easy in this past 12 and a half years that my husband's been gone. Well, Ron's been gone since April 14th, so it's been 12 years already. Shit, 12 years? Wow. Plus, I had to be a single parent for a few months before my husband died because he was getting worse. And to the point he couldn't even function. And before he was in a coma, and then he eventually passed. Um, so, I've had to deal with a lot of stuff in the past 12 years. He's my last remaining child. I mean, my daughter passed away 4 years ago, you know, on Easter Sunday that year. And it's been very painful because every time he has a seizure, I, um, I drop what I'm doing to sacrifice whatever I gotta sacrifice for him because that's how it is. And yes, I've done everything I could do for him, you know, and some days I feel like I failed him. How did I fail him? But in a way, I didn't fail him. I'm still providing a roof over our head. 28 days. If you guys look at my old YouTube videos, you'll see my old house. Our old house, we couldn't even flush the toilet. We couldn't even wash our hands in the sink in the bathroom We had to do all of our hand washing in the kitchen sink. Our electrical was the house was about to blow up, okay? Because it was so old and the landlady didn't want to do shit. And also my late father did not want to do anything about the house. There was a time I had to take a we couldn't even take a shower. So we had to take plenty of sponge baths. Um, Me and my son were sleeping on the damn floor because we didn't have enough room. I was paying rent, like $600 a month in rent to live in a 9 by 10 room. My room, shared with another person, was our stuff, was like a size of a jail cell. And even though I'm paying a lot more now, we have running water, we have electricity we're not worried if we're going to short something out. We have no fleas because the carpet was so dirty, it was full of fleas. We're going to get up. I mean, imagine coronavirus and living there. Oh my God. We would be dead in that house the way it was. I mean, we wouldn't be able to keep clean or nothing. It was full of smoke because my dad smoked in his room. Um, it was just gross. I don't smell like cigarette smoke anymore. Um, so, I mean, yeah, I got four walls, and I'm just gonna be appreciative of my job and the fact that I work hard to finagle monies around to afford these things, to take care of everybody, and to buy all the food that I buy, and I take care of everybody pretty damn well. I'm grateful that my son's coming home. So I have to get going because I have to go to work. But um, when my son comes home, please subscribe to his channel. Send him a lot of love and support because his medicine really screws up with his mind. It really does. Heck, you hear all those sounds in the background? My neighbors are loud. Um, Anyways, so send him love and support. Don't shame him. Don't make him feel bad. Also, his medicine makes him think things that are not even there. You know. I'll have to do that later, and I'll have to send you my PO box because I don't always remember the address. um, so I can get your wedding. I'll even send you postage or something for your wedding video because I don't have. You need to put it on a flash drive because I don't have a drive, I guess, in my laptop. It's one of those specialty ones. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for your guys' love and support. Um, don't forget to give the stream a like. You know. Um, Also, just send my son some love and give him. I don't know. I don't know what I'm really asking. I'm just saying, when he comes back, just don't judge him. Don't don't shame him. I mean, I'm not gonna talk to him and shame him about it, but we have to have a couple discussions. You know what I mean? It's time. All right, guys, I gotta go and go over to work. I love you guys. You have a beautiful day. I will see you soon. Well, I see him tomorrow first thing in the morning. So, all right. Okay, bye. Love you too.